Hello and welcome to the Murray Arcade. Gwen's not here right now, so let me change back the overlay. There we go. So, Final Fantasy V. Where we're at. Yeah. Last session ended on a down note. I mean, the stream was good, but story-wise, we lost up one of our party members permanently. Galuf died, and obviously Creely is now here to fill his the vacant spot on our party, and by plot convenience, but also probably out of an urge to not screw the player in a major way, she inherited all his job abilities, so we don't really lose anything from a gameplay perspective, but on the story side it's still a bummer. Yeah. Galuf is an interesting character. At first I was very cautious of him, in the sense that I was really dreading a lot of really outdated writing and shitty tropes and all that. Like when early on when Ferris being a woman is discovered. Galuf comments on that she should dress more ladylike, because it would be a shame to Kitty, you adjusted side. Please. He comments how she should dress more ladylike because it would be a shame to not show off her assets. And that's... oh, no, the cat is alerting me to something she just left me in the litter box. Impromptu, really quick break. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, crisis averted. For those just joining us, I just had to run up and clean the letterbox because of a smell emergency. So where was I? Yeah, Galuf. So early on, a couple of comments of him where I was like, oh, is this gonna be one of those? Is he just gonna be, I don't know, inappropriately horny or dismissive of Ferris's agency and how she expresses her gender or chooses not to or whatever? Is he gonna belittle Lena a bunch? I had never a problem with him belittling bards. That one was a source of grade A comedy for me, which maybe bears could use some further examination, but my point is I was really worried that early on that Galuf would be one of those characters. Really dated, misogynistic and transphobic tropes and plenty, and I'm happy it didn't turn out that way. like early on you get the idea, oh god damn it, old man, just shut up. But then Galuf grows on you, and I think they intended it that way. That early on you're like just shaking your head at this cotchery old fart with his sometimes really shitty opinions, or maybe not even opinions, just no filter. Like, dude, just put a lid on it. And then slowly Galuf regains his memory. He regains his memory of Krilly specifically, and we learn that he's above anything. He's a very caring grandfather, and he's just also a very brave and self-sacrificing, for lack of better words, person who will put the safety of his friends above his own over and over again, and he does that multiple times, and multiple times it could have been it, and I was like, oh, is this where Galuf dies? Because that was one of the major plot points that I picked up over the years, that Galuf is the guy who dies in Final Fantasy V. And at the end it's really, and he has a few close calls or dangerous situations, but at the end it's really just him against the big bad, and he's basically absorbing force lightning by the bucket load, and gives it his all to save Krilly and everyone else. And he dies a very heroic death. And I'm not saying that this completely negates some of the shitty stuff he said earlier. There's never a scene where it gets kind of resolved. He never turns to Ferris and he's like, doesn't matter what you wear or what you identify as. Obviously, game of 1992, translation from 2006. It's not gonna be that conscious of these issues, but there's never a resolution. But also, I get the feeling that the writers wanted to portray Galuf as flawed, but still dependable and courageous and generous when it came down to the wire. And I think Galuf is a stand-in. Like, I thought about this a bunch between streams. I think Galuf is a stand-in for parents, or how we perceive parents as we grow up. Because at some point we all realize, okay, our parents are flawed. Sometimes they say shit that make us that make us turn red, or either of anger or shame. Sometimes they do stupid shit. But ideally, one would hope, when the going gets really tough, they will have our back, and they will do so at their own expense, and at great personal cost if need be. And parents are kind of a rare commodity in this game. In fact, Galuf may be the only one, or was the only one left for these four characters that you see here. Barrett's buried his folks a while ago. Lena's and Ferris's mom was never really in the picture. Her father died during the course of the game as well, also in a moment of self-sacrifice. And now Krilly's last remaining parent, a grandparent but still a parent, also died that way. And I think I think it's at this point we can call it a theme, and it's one of I don't know, maybe Hironobu Sakaguchi. Like, I don't want to get too interpretive there because it's speculation, but there's both a feeling of loss here, but also of appreciation. of parents, in the sense of, yeah, you're flawed, but you still gave so much, and I'm grateful for that. And that's probably also my own biases, because to an extent that's how I feel about my own parents. But yeah, that's the read I'm getting here from on a thematic level surrounding Galuf as a character and his ultimate fate. Okay, returning to the gameplay side of things for a moment. Yeah, she gets First of all, I haven't looked at Krilly at all. I haven't picked up the game between sessions for once, because job levels are kinda done, in my humble opinion. Until the Mime class comes around, there's really not much we have to level up. But let's look at Krilly. Krilly, oddly, stands at this weird angle, like as if someone in the graphics department didn't get the memo, like she's looking at the camera when the photographer told her to look straight to the side. But anyway, this is Krilly as a knight at the bank. This is very similar to Lena's. This is her as a thief. I like the ponytail. This is her as a dragoon with, I assume, a dragon hairpin, yeah. As a ninja. As a oh god, it's adorable. Berserk, okay, yeah. Ranger. Mystic. The white mage with cat ears. Jesus. Very quintessential black mage. The time mage. The summoner. Might actually be my favorite summoner so far, because the stupid horn is not quite as prominent due to the angle. Obligatory blue mage. Red mage. Beastmaster. Chemist. Geomancer. I still don't know what the Geomancer is supposed to be, or who they're for, but okay. Dancer. Dancer looks a lot like, Riku? Is that her name? Final Fantasy X? And Freelancer. And of course, for now, she's also a Freelancer. Also fighting unarmed in the front row. Because they just gave her Galuf stats. I'm pretty sure there are no inherent differences to her base stats. And they were basically like, yeah, well, he's an older dude and she's a kid, so it kinda levels out. In terms of because they have different base stats. They're all differently capable at the beginning, but later on the stat bonuses you derive from jobs are much more much more front and center. Yeah. So unless the shops have stocked up something new, which I doubt, yeah, I think it's just Exodus Castle for us now, and with it probably the bookend to the second world. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's stay on the story train, because I spent a lot of this playthrough obsessing over side stuff and blue magic and whatnot, and we're pretty much caught up on everything we could get so far. There's a bunch of blue magic that I want to get in Exdef's castle specifically. One is from Exdef himself. Speaking of blue magic, first of all you start off with white, and then you get the control ability. Also, it's probably safe to equip Ferris with the flame sword again, because I imagine there won't be many enemies resistant to fire. Where are we anyway? Oh. Oh! This reminds me. We never faced off against the turtle. Like, we died once to the turtle, but we never finished that fight, so let's see if we can get there. I don't think there's anything major there, but it's still a boss fight and I still wanna succeed in it. I'll probably prep more elemental spells for that. Okay, this is, I think, somewhere where we're supposed to be, around Big Bridge. Yeah. Okay, so I imagine this is linked to the Turtle Cave. Let's pivot towards elemental attacks. By way of summons. Excuse me. Also, can I disable... re-equip is empty now. I think Optimum is still faster. Here's white and blue magic, that's okay. She has enchant. And he has, good question, what does he have? He has access to items, good enough. Okay, hold on a second. Okay. By the way, we're not going after Guido, the turtle. No, Guido's delightful, and we would never do anything to hurt him. Wait, is this? That's... Ah, okay. Okay, so there's actually a very quick exit to this place that I never found. But... wait. Is the turtle thing gone? Oh, here we go. like how it has its own gate, like, ye who enter here abandon all hope. Obtain 10 gil. Obtain 20 gil. I really don't know what I should equip. But 40 gil, 80 gil, 160 gil, or 320 gil, 640. And there's the gil turtle. Oh, thank God we're doing damage now. Although I don't have the heart to mug it. Fuck. Fuck? All of this was horrible. Thank you, Ferris, for this display of okay, this works somewhat. Oh yeah, I'm getting very optional boss vibes here. I'm just gonna keep casting Golem so he can protect us from this onslaught. Gonna be cheeky and try mugging. Still a potion. Well, fuck that. Could use magic hammer, but I don't think that thing uses magic. Oh, I should use magic hammer on X-Staff. He's gonna be pissed. Actually, let's use Libra. That's some idea. 57. Vulnerable to frost. Okay. Shit. No. That flame shield Lena is wearing is a really bad idea. Oh wait, no. It's vulnerable to frost. So it has fire affinity, so it's probably... Either it doesn't matter or it's okay. Let's you just get out of here. Carry on the species! Okay, I have a few ideas. But they're all hinged on me trying again. First of all, these special property swords are doing jack shit. In fact, let's go... Let's go with this. Just neutral swords that she can then enchant. With frost. That's one thing. I don't think we're gonna rely on Krilly's physical prowess here, so Yeah. And Barts? I have a very special job for you, something you never thought you would use. The revive ability you get from mastering Chemist. Okay, this should work. She gets an enchant off and then starts striking the motherfucker with frost. And the rest just keeps the team alive. I hope. Okay, is the blind really gone? Okay, the poison I can just whatever. The blind is still there. Well, that's great. I wonder if X-Fighter ignores Rose. I should trust that. God damn. Damn. Oh. That sucks. I have more ideas. No other regular swords. I'm gonna try with the blood sword, but we'll see. No, it's not that great. The blood sword heals the fucking turtle? Jesus Christ. Oh. Yeah, I mean it's a tough enemy, also an optional enemy. None of these really hurt me much. I think I have a few ideas. Well, we need some time magic to get out of here. I suppose a slip swap will do. Since I'm not gonna attack with Krilly, I might as well give her a shield. And I think the easiest way to... I mean, Revive is powerful, obviously. But I think... it'll be fine just throwing the occasional white spell. Oh, much better idea. This boy knows blue magic. So he's gonna be the blue caster. And Lana can use both white and time magic for that extra utility. Yeah, that should work. Then again, I think white magic is the way to go for boss right now. That way he's not just throwing out white wind, he can also use protect and stuff. Didn't I say I wanted to get on with the story? Well, here's an optional boss, and I want to kill it. So, I guess that has to be the rich narrative for the moment. Oh, could the game please just get on with it? Jesus Christ. Fine. Eat this. Travis, I'm so proud of you, you don't even. Oh. Haste on the entire group. We'll take that. Yeah, no, that turtle is toast. I like how she's blinded, but still hits everything, so it's just one big deal with it from her, with the shades. Suppose we have the luxury. Solid Square Enix must have had a really bad experience with a turtle. I'm speechless. This fucking monster. Fine, I'll float. I'll do it again, and I'll float. Yeah, no one messes with Bowser, especially if money is involved, apparently. Oh wow, we're having a raid. Okay, I hope I'm not butchering your name, but thank you so much, Naki Kitsune Puppy. I hope I said that right. Raiding with 9 people. Hi. Just beat the game on using only chemists and mimics. That sounds pretty dope. I haven't really gotten into the chemist much. Also, thank you for the follow. Yeah, right now we're just trying to beat Bowser or get his money or whatever. This thing is a nightmare, but I hope a solved problem also, because I don't even know how much health is left. We found a strategy where we survive longer than 3 rounds. What's at about half health. So earlier when I was using the blood sword, normally the blood sword takes health from enemies, and for this they were like, lol, let's make it heal the enemy, because this is an optional boss, and optional bosses in Final Fantasy are jerks. In a good challenging way, but still. Dare I do that? Let's do it. Thank you for the follow. I hope not. I mean, Gil is kind of like has been the Final Fantasy currency since forever. So, I would hope it's not made of turtles, because turtles are generally very sweet creatures, and I won't know how to come to them, but honestly, this turtle, we're gonna strip it for parts when we're done here. Oh, was... I mean, I already know it's, it... Oh my god, we made it? Oh, thank you, but I already figured out that it's, weak against cold, which, yeah, thank you so much for the follows. Giving us a good boost towards that follower goal of 100. Now, I have a feeling the reward is not gonna be great, because this is gonna be more about the journey and less the destination, at least if my experience with... What? So about those usable status ailments, I'm all ears. Yeah, so weak against ice I'm already using by buffing, Ferris accordingly. Thank you. It's very generous of you. Okay, who has... I think only Ferris has Protect so far. I'm not 100% clear in this game when an enemy is actually... like when... how do I see if slow actually took effect? Because I did it earlier, and I'm not sure if it... actually went off. But I'll do it in a moment, and you can tell me. So... oh, yeah, there we go. See, earlier I tried Sloga and the effect didn't go off, so maybe Sloga was also overkill, because I imagine it targets the entire enemy group and doesn't really have any additional benefit when used against a single enemy. Ah, there we go, yeah. I really like how good shields are in this game. Yeah, we already have some haste, we have load because I beat it for the first time and it just nuked me with an earthquake, so that was fun. That feeling when you don't know it's gonna attack for 125. So thanks for the follow, and how many steps are there? The furthest I got into this was, I think, 1280. Can you imagine in a modern MMO if the status buffs you're giving your allies were shown by making them glow in a certain color and all that jazz rather than icons? Wait, 14 actually does it that way? I keep meaning to play it. I have it installed. And I hear so many good things, especially from a nostalgia standpoint. Sure. It's getting a little dicey. Ah, it didn't enchant her. I looked up if I could do this in the third world, because we're coming to the end of the second world, but apparently that's only a thing in the Game Boy Advance version. And yeah, so kinda wanna do this now just to have done it. I've never finished Final Fantasy V, and so this is my first full playthrough, and I obviously want to experience what the game has to offer. I still didn't do the enchant. My bad. Oh wait, no, Golem is still active. That was a waste of MP. Let's see. So your thing are very much challenge runs and maybe speedrunning? The thing is, I don't need the money. In order for me to grind out the job levels that I wanted, between sessions I was not above using a fast forward. And I went to those statues in Galuf's basement, where the big group gets you 8 job points. And they're susceptible to level 5 death. So I did that a bunch with fast forward between sessions. And yeah, that's why the character levels are okay right now. Oh wait, no, we need to summon. The job levels are almost endgame right now. And oh wow, damn, the poison actually got to Ferris. Well, that happened. Yeah, I wonder how many of my characters will actually be mimes at the end of it. Probably the casters. Seems like the quote-unquote correct route. But I could also see it being useful for pretty much any member of the party if I sacrifice a slot for weapon abilities. I wonder how much faster this would be if I had just packed a black mage. Yeah, I wonder where I would squeeze that in. Actually, I know exactly where I have to squeeze that in, because only one of my characters mastered Black Mage, which is Lena. But yeah, no, that should work. I think I sold that rod. Because all my characters are always decked out for frontlining. Okay, after this fight, I'm gonna drop a save state, I'm gonna heal up the party. And I'm gonna try walking forward. But if it's like just one step... then I might just turn around. Is there anything interesting at the end of... no, I don't have emotes yet. That's the thing with not being affiliated yet. That's the main reason I want to get affiliated. I mean, sure, subs and bits would be nice, obviously, but emotes are the fun part. It's really just money? Yeah, okay. I mean, as you can see our guild count, that one grinding session in Galuf's basement gave me probably enough money to be set for a long while. Yeah. Let's go to Xdev, kick his ass, and do all the interesting things in his tower. Speaking of speedrunning, what's the world record on this one? With and without glitches? My theme for emotes. I'm gonna try to keep it on the pixel art side, because as you can see in my interface, that's what I do. Yeah. I've been working on something that I wanted to, since I don't use a camera, I wanted to make something like a little alert for when... Hi Grantara, how are you? I've been meaning to add a little alert for when one of my cats disturbs me in ways that kinda keep me from playing for a second, and I just wanted the cat to jump out at my avatar's face and facehugger style, and maybe this will become a little animation for these instances. Maybe it'll become an emote. I like the idea in general. Because my cats can be quite insistent when they need something. Which is nice, so viewers at least hear the meowing every now and then. So this is it, right? Ah, this is the place. Nothing but good memories here. Let's get back out of our shell, haha, after this turtle fight, and equip for... dress up for business. I went for... so this being a very casual run, I went for themes around the characters, just what I felt would come naturally to them. Then I kinda slid into the role of the mage with the long spell list, so white, black, time. Galuf used to be a monk with strange hobbies, so he mastered Sing. Not sure if that's ever gonna be useful, but I like collecting them. Summoning, all that stuff is used to be our backup healer. Now Krilly is doing that, and since Galuf was a monk, she's gonna keep punching stuff for a little while. Ferris is basically our Queen of Blades. Any class that does well with swords or combines well with swords, that's her. I think Bloodflame would be her metal band. And let's look at her abilities. So we only did Chant for a while, we're gonna go Slash. I could of course go Guild Toss, but I don't know. I did it on one boss and immediately felt a little dirty for doing it. Because Guild Toss is very much just a pay-to-win option in this game. So we're gonna need control. There's a bunch of blue magic in that tower, as far as I'm aware. And Guts, you're gonna do... Guts is basically the Jack of all trades roguish type, and... the guides I read about the game were kinda down on the Dragoon class, but Dragoons can be useful, especially when you're using 2 spears. That's a lot of damage at this stage in the game, and it's nice to stay out of the way for a bunch of punishment. So... also, be warned, since I know of about Xdev's origin, I kinda voice him like a grumpy tree ant, so if that makes him ruins the experience for you, I'm very sorry. Xdev's on the top floor. Xdev just waltzed through, we were completely powerless against him. I mean, this is his castle, right? Did they just think they could block it off? So Xdev won for us? Yeah, sure. So strong. Wasn't even his final form. Couldn't do a thing. Wait, was this locked earlier? Let's take a minute to get the lay of the land. Okay, this is just a dungeon. We were here. It's the save point. And the healing pools. Bang. Blind Wolf. That's sad. Oh, it's called Blind Wolf because it blinds us. Never mind. Can you imagine in a police force or special forces unit or something? Yeah, we call these the Blind Wolves. Oh no, those poor things. Oh no. We call them that because they go straight for the eyes. At least they come with complimentary eye drops. let me bring up my blue magic list. I played it for a little bit, but yeah, the furthest I ever got before this playthrough was on the Super Nintendo version, which was like, I want to say the Shifting Sands, so pretty early on. It's not even that I didn't like the game at the time, just sometimes you start playing an RPG and then you wind up doing something else, which is something I really like about streaming. Because it it's kind of something regular to return to, and keeps my ass focused for actually getting through these games. Oh, Terra Enigma is a wonderful game. That one I played back in the day on my European Super Nintendo, and it's one of the really good ones. There are some background graphics in Terra Enigma, like at the end of a dungeon or something, and I'm like, wow, this looks so good, how is this happening on the Super Nintendo? But it's just really elaborate and dedicated pixel art. Yeah. And as you can imagine, these towers in the underworld are not even the tip of the iceberg of that game. There's a lot more going on, and it's really cool. Also definitely on my list for a playthrough here. But I already played Soul Blazer, so naturally I want to do Illusion of Gaia next, and then do Terra Enigma. Soul Blazer, by the way, it's fun. It's engaging for what it is, and at what time it came out in the console's life cycle, but Soul Blazer I would call an easy miss. This game does not have the worst encounter rate of any RPG I've played. I think Breath of Fire 2 is probably still the one where it got really ridiculous. But sometimes I do wish I could turn it down just to explore a little more freely. Like, Where the hell is my exit? It's gotta be somewhere. I actually don't remember which Final Fantasies had encounter rate manipulation. I know 8 definitely had it. I think that was tied to the Diabolos summon. But beyond that, I'm sure 9 had something as well. Still think the game is kind of cheeky that it... I mean, sure, it shouldn't give up all its secrets just because you leveled up... or just because you're using a thief. But now that I'm getting into the late game, I feel that the devs were like, yeah, but we shouldn't give up all secret passages, so we'll just make different kinds of secret passages. Oh my god, it's a bunny from hell. Oh, way to make a first impression on the group, Krilly. Her first real day on the job, and she punched a bunny to death with her bare hands. Okay, now, out of the game. Dead end, huh? Really, where are you going? There's nothing in here. Oh, there is. All of this is an illusion created by Extiv. What? Are you certain? Grandpa, give me strength. I see Galuf has fallen as well. Dorgan, Zezat, and Galuf have all shuffled off this mortal coil. I fear haven't much longer either. Lord Kelgar. Nearing the time for that longest of rests. Who goes there? Galuf? Galuf, is this you? Krilly is... Pretty sure when Kelgar imagined the great beyond, Galuf's face was not really the first thing he expected to see. Everyone, lend me your strength. What, Kelgar? Let us rend the illusion Extiv has created. This is my last wish and last command. Send all your power to Extiv's castle. Lord Kelgar. feels a little like they were just doing a checkbox. As in, oh yeah, Kelga's still alive. What do we do with them? Let's come up with something. I see Grandpa and a wolfman. Must be Kelgar. Everyone's power. Oh. Yeah. I mean, Axtiff is a tree. So I guess it would make kind of sense for him to decorate, like to panel his home with flesh in a really horrible, ironic way. Anyway. Don't touch the magic dragon. We need something from him. Oh, never mind. Thank you. Obtained a nice shield. Okay, who's working a shield? That's the spirit. Okay. Oh. Well, at least we get some cigarette. Oh yeah, no. I feel very much at peace now. It only just occurred to me, while we were fighting dark wizards, there were really no goth kids at Hogwarts. And you would think that subculture would have some pull in a wizard school. I'm sure it's just boiling lava and not fat or other horrible organic matter. Which damage specifically? Oh, the boiling pitch or whatever it is. Yeah, it only just occurred to me when I saw the secret passage that I probably need to get in there. Okay, there are ladders over there. Yeah, float would have been my approach too once the floor had started giving me trouble. I felt very smart when I did that in Final Fantasy IV last week. Even though it's kinda obvious in the sense that float needs to have some function. I'm really liking these in Final Fantasy IV and V specifically, how all the magic spells that you use in battle also kind of have their applications in story segments and real life. Like how they try to actually resurrect Galuf when he falls and all that. Doesn't feel so distinctly like a gameplay thing. Like there's this old joke about why not just use a Phoenix down on Aerith when she dies in Final Fantasy VII. And in this game they actually try to do it, and it just doesn't take. And it would probably have ruined the moment that they were going for in Final Fantasy VII. But it's also kind of nice when the world really feels interconnected with its gameplay systems. Yeah, same with Teller. Although, I will say this, Teller's death in Final Fantasy IV was tragic and sad, but also kind of foreseeable in a Captain Ahab kind of way, which also made it really compelling. But death in Final Fantasy IV, like this is the only character death that sticks out of 5 people who apparently buy the farm throughout the game. And with all the other character deaths, it's like, oh yeah, no, it's fine, we're only injured. Oh yeah, and the heroic sacrifices to the point where you're like, are you clear in the head? But I mentioned this in a past stream. This game, Final Fantasy V, already feels like such a step up in terms of the storytelling, how cohesive it feels, how stuff just doesn't come out of the blue, like some of these moments of heroism in Final Fantasy IV. Oh no, it's the immortal Iron Fist. Can we fight Jessica Jones or any of the cool defenders? Okay. Darn it. No? Okay. The only thing about X-Fight, or Rapid Attack, or whatever it's called in other versions, is that that it doesn't stop when the enemy is already very, very dead. It's like that Simpsons meme. Stop! Oh. Oh, this one has to be good, right? Still kind of a metal band. Blood Eyes. We meet again, Red Dragon. And now I hopefully have all the tools I need. There we go. Here's your reflect. And there's your L3 flare. Oh, thank God, she had an applicable level. And now we're just gonna murder it. Yeah, I wonder if in the long run, katanas would be better for Ferris. Broadswords are obviously more dependable, and the Bloodsword comes with a... Wait, this one turned the Bloodsword around too? Oh, that's not good. Or is there a random chance that the Bloodsword messes with you, rather than with the enemy? This is actually getting a little dicey. Just heal up the two of them. Go for a jump. Anyway, we have our flare. The Red Dragon counts as undead? Okay. That's unexpected. Do I want... Yeah, sure, right. Well, the save point is right there. Does that mean that the Gill Turtle also counted as undead? Should have tried Raise, but I imagine using Raise on it is... either never or very rarely successful. Yeah, I figured. Actually, I can switch out control. I need nothing else, except maybe Doom if Xdev manages to cast it. I could imagine that's just gonna be the Bye, Succulent Club. Have a great day. Like if Xdev is gonna cast Doom, it's probably gonna be the conceit of the fight. As in, finish it in 30 seconds or less. And you really shouldn't go by appearances, but now whenever Krilly is up, I forget that she's a badass hand-to-hand combatant. And I'm kinda like, well, I don't have any spells for her to cast, so what do? I guess we're coming back here. Oh, that's a lot of folks. Okay. Just makes me envious that they haven't given me a rice yet. Sure. Don't step on the skulls? Right, no. That's not at all how it works. We have that already, huh? Yeah. Right. Oh, I forgot about that. And there I was calling them useless. I'll be completely honest, I'm still not super impressed with them, but... Right, of course. Blizzard. Yeah, I had Galuf train. I mean, I'm still doing that damage, right? Yes. I had Galuf train in. This is kinda train in that Gaia ability, but it seemed super situational, and in a lot of games I'm not a fan of situational perks versus stuff that you can apply to more scenarios. Okay. Oh, is this something that Geomancer actually has to learn themselves? Then, we are shit out of luck here. Or do they just not fall down the pits? Oh. Oh. Guess the idea is to eventually get down to that ladder. But as such, thank you, that saved a lot of time. Right, and summon for now. I'm gonna take a quick break here to maybe have a small snack, go to the bathroom. Encourage you to do the same. Stretch, get some water, practice some self-care, and I'll be back in a minute. we're back. Oh, this looks already pretty final, huh? Let's see, we got that katana earlier. And, this one, Kotetsu. Let's see if the crits outweigh the base damage drop. It's empty. That's so, huh? It's really not bad. I forget if katanas can be enchanted. I could just test this real quick. They can't. Okay. That puts a slight wrinkle into my basic setup for Ferris, but let's say it's still a good weapon when I'm not using enchant. Just really only doing boss fights. They keep refilling that one. How odd. Jeez, it's Gilgamesh. Ah, looking for something? Well, guess what? I already took the treasure. Oh, you guys are so burned. Yeah, I guess this was inevitable. Give me that Genji gear. Huh. Look at him just stealing out shitty status effects. Okay, why did my protect go dead? Oh, Minnie and Toad will sometimes not take? That's very good to know. I also like that Isuna is only costs half of what it did in Final Fantasy IV. Even if Race got got way more expensive. Already our fourth rumble, I must say, I quite enjoy these tussles. I feel we've gained an understanding. Hi, Rangers fan. That's a good question. I mean, we still have one entire world ahead of us. Understanding that all, pound you silly. Sure. Yeah. I think there's at least a couple of streams left. Say, what happened to that spry old fellow? Oh. He fought X-Dev and... I see. Ah. Gilgamesh slowly coming around. Enough expository banter. For Gilgamesh, it's morphing time. Ooh. But you have literally... Did he get Excalibur? So do I steal multiple things on this fight from him, or just one bit of Genji gear and then we're off to the next confrontation? I actually didn't manage to steal anything from him when I fought him for the very first time with Galuf, because he didn't want to perform. Oh, okay. So I may have already missed something. How about you? I mean... RetroArch is available on Android. It's a little finicky to set up, but when it runs well. And RPGs are also pretty playable with on-screen controls. RetroArch. It's Oh. Yeah. Like I said, a little complicated to set up. Maybe setting it up on a PC and figuring it all out there. Oh dear. Gilgamesh! Ah! Did the boss just tell him to stop fucking around? You worthless fool! I hereby banish you from this dimension. What? No! Anything but that. Silence. No. Yeah, it was Excalibur. I imagine Ferris won't have much fun with this one. Okay, but what's the drawback? I just gotta try it. Oh yeah, no, Gilgamesh was like this bumbling idiot, and suddenly he then he threw off his cape and had like 8 arms and a weapon in each hand. He's a summoned monster in Final Fantasy VIII and has a really cool Oh yeah, that's a good time to save actually. Even if I'm just rubbing a save state. On the previous floor? That's cheeky. Yeah, no, let's do that. This one? Okay. Right. For this, I need to go here. I'm gonna be an ass here and use save states rather than the Geomancer because the whole back and forth in the interface. Oh! The Carbuncle fight! I have this on my list of stuff that I don't want to miss, but I didn't look at it. Thank you. I'll join you if you're stronger than me. Come on, show me what you've got. Wow, Carbuncle is ripped in this game. It's usually this little chibi creature that is completely adorable. Yeah, we're switching out that weapon. So what do we want here? Shell, I imagine. That blue magic it can't come soon enough. The total defense thingamajig. While you're here, can you explain Goblin Punch to me again? Because I don't quite remember. I don't think I have blue magic equipped anyway, but I don't quite. I could never. I already have White Wind, and this one's super good. So that happened. Cats murder each other. Yeah, in terms of blue magic, I resorted to this very early on because I really don't like the idea of missing that kind of stuff because of game progress. No, that was the cats hissing at each other. Very intensely. They're fine. They fight all the time and never to the point where anyone gets really hurt, but it's just their way to establish and re-establish a pecking order along with playing, but yeah. Let's do this. Whatever's gonna replace the blood sword, it's gonna be a tough sell. You kids are strong after all. This could be good for a laugh. Received a summon monster Carbuncle. The big hiss? Oh, who the dominant one is? Yeah, no, the fluffy black one. Definitely. Which is kinda weird, because that one also has the more gentle temper overall. there is putting her knight training to full work, to good work here. Let's wait, I wanted to heal you. So, Cumberland, what do you do? Was that full reflect? Not the best enemy to test this on, but I can see some creative uses for it. Wait. Did I blink and it dropped into a different timeline? There are 3 of them. Oh, and the game doesn't... Oh, there were 3 of them. And the game didn't know how to display them apart. Played myself. Okay, gonna go here, here, gonna hit that save button. Can we just put Excalibur in there as a tribute? The scary thing about Confuse is that the easiest way to snap them out of it, short of using Asuna, is to hit them. But if I were to hit them with Bards of Ferris, they wouldn't get up. Also, I'm a little grumpy that in older Final Fantasy games the ribbon does not protect you from Confuse. Ah, there he is. The thing is, they've all mastered Monk because I wanted that HP bonus and the counter. So they all hit like trucks, always. Also, point of order, if the one crystal hadn't shattered during the previous cutscene with Galuf's death, this setup wouldn't work. Oh, the tiara does, yeah. Can a mime wear the tiara? Anyway, cutscene time. Do not interfere. X-Dev, no way we'll let you get away with this. Nah. Have you any idea what I plan to get away with in the first place? It's an excellent question, and nobody has asked that. Well, no, but you all fight so fiercely yet have no idea of the truth. I'll return the earth to how it used to be. You mean you'll turn it to a world full of evil? Believe what you wish. Simple-minded fools such as yourselves could never hope to understand my motives. Matters not. I will tolerate no more interruptions. Oh, I love this bit on the soundtrack. The drums are so good here. A multi-level marketing scheme? We should be so lucky. So, people always single out Battle on the Big Bridge as the one show-stopping tune in Final Fantasy V, and it's excellent. But I love this one a lot. Especially the bass in this song is absolutely terrific. The one in the final fight, or during conversations with him? Say, let's heal the party back up, and then maybe just be cheeky and cast Carbuncle on us. Should have brought my blue magic, it's more versatile. I deserve that. Just gonna be slow on him. Okay, little guy, do your thing. At least for 3 of us. Okay. Didn't even cast Doom. I guess I'll learn that somewhere else then. Oh no, the crystals. They're breaking. Oh, is Lena gonna be out of the party for a little while? That's good, because she's currently wearing the only ribbon in the group. That's Castle Tycoon. But back home. Yeah, Ferris can keep her stuff. That's fine. Thanks heavens, you're back safe. The Chancellor wishes to speak with you. I'm getting a horrible déjà vu here. Princess Lena, Princess Sarissa, welcome home. Oh dear. I was wondering how they were gonna do the merged world thing, and I love that they're going for the mindfuck. Somebody at Square Enix must have read Crisis on Infinite Earths back in the 80s. The king's passing was a great loss. However, we must do our best to continue on without him. Additionally, Princess Sarissa has returned. When we thought her dead. It's cause for celebration. Sarissa, my true name. Yes, my lady. The name Papa gave me. Hey, what are you doing? Preparations for the banquet are ready. Of course, your acquaintances are welcome to attend. Oh no. I knew a scene like this was gonna come. You want me to get out of there dressed like this? Are you mad? Come now, princess. Oh dear. Oh. She's gorgeous. Birds, just shut up. Just... Birds, I think you're blushing. I'm not. Wait, is this the same waltz that that was playing in Final Fantasy VI in the opera? Dance, dance, get down and boogie. Wow. The enthusiasm. Oh, sorry. May we not speak of the royalty? It seems that now Tycoon can return to the glory days of old. These clever bastards. Yeah. Grandpa, really, how are you holding up? Alright? It's not so painful anymore, but I guess I just feel anxious. Like Grandpa is fussing at us to hurry. I think I get it. Let's check it out. Huh? What? We're back in my world. There's gotta be a reason for that, right? Let's find out what it is. Okay. Let's Shanghai the Flying Dragon. Wishful thinking. What about the girls? No way they can slip away, so... Anything new or exciting? Legend has it, 1,000 years ago, the skies of a tycoon were rent asunder. Ah, the plot thickens. Oh, the King's Windrake made it. That's wonderful. Okay, so it's gonna be in the yard. Safe journey to you. Oh, sorry, I was just rushing over to tell everyone the bridge over the West River is complete. Boko might still be over at the cave to the west. Boko? He's my prized Chocobo and my best friend. Oh, really? What, you don't believe me? Oh, you're so poor at riding windrakes. Yeah. Take this. Yeah, really, don't take shit from anybody. Jeez, I can't win against this kid. Okay, so we're back. In the first world, or so it seems. And yeah. Wonder what the pirate lair is like now. Boko! Hey! Hello, I'm Krilly. Oh, you speak Chocobo too? Just a little. I think he wants to introduce us to someone. Okay. Oh. Huh? For real? This is his wife. Her name's Coco. Boko, you stud you. Listen, Boko, I've got a favor to ask. He says he already knows. What? He says you're leaving on another journey, right? Boko, is that okay? I know you got a little woman and all. What's he saying? He says that he loves her. Slick. And that while he's away to take care of the babies. The babies? Boko has little ones on the way. She says she'll be waiting here for him. Really, you're making all of this up, aren't you? Coco, thanks, don't worry, we'll come back safe. This is very adorable. What do you mean they can walk on water? Could he always walk on water? Safe, that's a good idea. Okay, the world is slightly different. There isn't a bay here anymore. Still here. Four and 5 are really good about using various modes of transportation to gate of progress in a way that feels pretty organic. Oh, so near and yet so far. Oh. That's 2. I think you're pretty advanced, huh? Yeah. Also, if that's so, why don't you mosey over to the Greenhouse Club and say that? Okay. Do you hear? They found Tycoon's missing princess. For a second I thought he was gonna say they found Tycoon's body. Suddenly felt dizzy, and when I came to, everything around the village had completely changed. Okay, so we're not the only ones who experienced this. Some strange cave appeared to the west. I heard tell that there was some mutant turtle in there. Oh, no. Right, it's Tool. It's all very, very basic here. The village is still the same though. Yeah, definitely the same. Can't believe Princess Sarisa was leading a band of pirates. Miss Ferris, or whatever she was calling herself. What a shock. Still, it's wonderful that both princesses safely returned to the castle. Hey. Anyway, let's check out that cave. With any luck, it's Guido. Again? Oh. You hadn't been writing so fast. Boko, I say this all... Boko, I say this, this is all your fault. Don't take it out on him. There's nothing he could have done. Bart, what's that? I'm sure it's harmless. And see, it's just an antlion. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna this. This. Shit. I should be versed enough in these games to not for my own reflect, but here we are. Oop. Nope. Ah, well, this is a rock and a hard place. And again, I still have the old tricks. I'm honestly not sure if that heals half levels. Apparently not. Okay. Stuck in a monster's nest. Great. Just great. I don't think it's very great at all. Now, what will we do? No idea? Okay. Oh, thank God. Barris, isn't it? This rate, it's Gilgamesh. Do you promise never to try to pull something like that again? Willing to admit you were wrong to try and make it without me? Come on, get up here. Paris. Which one of you decided to maroon me back there? Try it again, and you'll swing from a yardan. But what happened? Why do you come after us? I'm just not cut out for being a princess, I'm afraid. Pirating's much more my style. Ouch. What's wrong? Ah, Harry, I think I got a splinter. Don't worry about it. Harry's trying to party. Okay. Did she keep all her stuff? Yeah. Let's see. I think we can do a mark for a while. Yeah. Right. Who got the... He has the Genji helmet, and he... Oh, he has the ribbon now. Blue magic. Right. There we go. Boko, I think that's gonna be a little too... I think that's gonna be a little too dangerous for Chocobos. You stay here, okay? And he waddles off. It's Guido's cave. Oh no! Guido? Oh, yup. Oh, what was my Guido voice? Ah, yeah. Ah, thank you. I suppose you can be helpful after all. The shock of the two worlds merging sent everything topsy-turvy, including me. I'm a bit too old to do much on my back. I rue. What do you mean, worlds merging? I see you're just as slow on the uptake as before. If it's an ancient legend, but I had never imagined it was true. According to legend, 1,000 years ago, Bowser's world and Krilli's world were one and the same. The same? It seems there's quite the echo here. It seems there's quite the echo here. But why did the world split? To seal the void. Void? I fear no matter how often I allude to your ignorance, my dry wit just goes over your head, so I will simply explain. "1,000 years ago, there existed a presence of the strongest evil, Enuril. Enuril possessed the power to control the void. After a long and harrowing battle, the people were able to defeat Enuril with the 12 legendary weapons. However, the void that Enuril had created could not be erased. As a last resort, the people split the crystals into two. To maintain balance, the world split into two as well. The void was sealed within the space between the two worlds, the interdimensional rift. That means Extef was telling the truth. He really did want to return the world to how it used to be. However, without the crystals, the wind's power will never return, nor will that of earth, fire, or water. Ouch, this splinter really hurts. Jesus Christ, no. I feel they anticipated that people would make fun of Extef for being originally a tree, and now this is the writers flipping me off. Extef? I turned myself into a tiny splinter, waiting for just this moment. Now you can understand my true goal, to take the sealed power of the void for my own. What? Why do you think I merged the worlds together? Oh, now that the two worlds are one, the interdimensional rift the void was sealed within is appearing as well. Wait, so in plain English, you're saying that the void, whatever not, is coming here? Yes, the void shall be released from its 1,000-year prison and into my keeping. The matchless power of the void will be mine. Not a chance, Extef. Oh. That went about as well as expected. Castle Tycoon. Lena! I'm sure she's fine. Fine, I say. Beautiful, beautiful. Look, gaze upon the unlimited power of the void. Watch as it engulfs all in its path, and soon it will belong to me. Anna, Extef, you. Chaos, tremble before my might. Time for you, Viscera, to see the light of day. He said that already. He's very into that. Yeah. Turtle power. Turtle. Oh wow, they're having a Dragon Ball fight. Not bad for a reptile. You think there's... You think I sat around 7 centuries munching on pizza? Perhaps you should have taken a chance. You shall find no such tasty diversions in the afterlife. Tears tremble before my might. It's like he's one of those dolls that can only say like 10 sentences. Oh, hi, King. You okay? Could this game please not also kill the turtle? Exstaff, that cur. He must be stopped before he obtains the full power of the void, or... By Jove, what's that? Oh, it's just the Library of Ancients. The fabled Library of the Ancients? My dear boy, have you any idea what an important place that is? Oh, of course you don't. To think that the Library of the Ancients was here the whole time. I mean, where else would it have gone? Follow close, children. Within the library is a book which describes how to defeat Exstaff. What a wallow. Sage Guido! Scholars from Surgate. We've been able to find the second half of the sealed tome. Perfect. Let me guess, he used to work here. Now let us... Oh wait, no. Guido's not actually 1,000 years old. Now let us begin the strategy meeting. As you have probably noticed, the two worlds have recombined into one. Also, the void is trying to break free from where it has been sealed within the rift. And we better hurry here and stop it. Birds. So enthusiastic and yet so stupid. Along with the void, many fearsome monsters were sealed in the rift a millennium ago. They are all incredibly evil, incredibly strong. I feel safe in saying that as you are now, you kids wouldn't stand a chance. And what do we do? Elementary, my dear bards. The legendary weapons used to defeat the warlock Inuru 1,000 years ago. Legendary weapons? Sometimes I wonder if she says things like this to spite me. Yes, the 12 legendary weapons. They are weapons, they are legendary, there are even 12 of them. Now, that we have both halves of the sealed tome. If all goes according to legend, and I'm certain it will, the book will show us the way. It's a cookbook. Okay, for a second, according to music, I thought this was just a book filled with Sephiroth fanfiction. The book. It is written, when nothing's power again does speak, to light warriors this book shall speak. The book begins to speak. After Inuru's defeat, the weapons of legend were sealed within the castle Kuza. To break the seals, the former tablets must be assembled. Oh, I see a long fetch quest ahead of us. One rests alongside spirits of the past, blessed by the soil. One rests within an island shrine, kissed by wind. One rests beneath the ocean's floor, engulfed by flames. One rests beyond the river's torrents, protected by water. Along with the keys to open the seals, the 4 tablets are sealed our servants. If the tablets are moved, our servants will awaken. The ultimate spell of white and black, the magic of time and space, Meteor. The Sea King Leviathan and the Dragon King Bahamut. Present this book onto the gate and the way to the seals will be opened. Receive the sealed tome. Go, unseal the 12 legendary weapons before Exif gains the power of the Void. We are all counting on you. Go and find the first tablet, blessed by the soil and the spirits of the past. Eureka, it must be the pyramid in the desert of shifting sands. Paris, Krilly, and even you, gods, you must go at once. The future of the world depends on it. Point of order, how long until I get Lena back? Yeah, the song is actually on my list. When we were burning this book, they're burning cursed books ostensibly, so it's not book burning in the really evil fascist kind. When we were burning this book, this song came out of it. Let's learn that. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by and for the raid earlier. And, yeah, hope to see you again sometime. One last period. The melody's mysterious power increases the magical strength for those who hear it. Hey. Written here that the void is the birthplace of light. I wonder what that is supposed to be. Oh, that's so good. Thank you. This is the Demesna of King Zezat, Sorbet Castle. But the king won't be returning, it is even more important to protect the castle. Is the lineage being sorted out in any way? All the scholars went to the building that appeared in the south. I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream soonish. I kinda wanna explore the new world, but I've also been going for about 3.5 hours and it's probably also a good place to make that cut. Song reminds me of another Final Fantasy tune. Oh well, it'll come to me. Yeah, no. This is a good time. Thank you all for watching. I'm kinda crazy here today. The raid, we had a bunch of follows. Really nice, really nice and lively chat today, and yeah, the game continues to be great fun. I'm enjoying myself a lot, the way the story is unfolding. This is already so much of a step up from Final Fantasy IV, and I always say Final Fantasy V is the weak one in terms of narrative. But all the character interactions in this game are just really well written. And it probably owes a lot to the fact that, well, this is the Super Nintendo. I've been playing with a patch that backports the Game Boy Advance localization. So we're getting more of a complete package here. Yeah. Thank you. My pleasure as well. I'll be back maybe tomorrow. Maybe Monday-ish. Tuesday at the latest, I imagine. And we'll see more of this game. And yeah, I imagine I'll be wrapping it up within 2 or 3 sessions tops, because I don't really see how the story is gonna do that much more. Other than this extended fetch quest that they just sent us on. And yeah, then we're gonna kick Extra's ass for good. And afterwards I'm gonna start up Final Fantasy VI. And that's gonna be even more fun. Have a great weekend, everybody. Take care of yourself, take care of someone else. I appreciate all of you, and yeah, bye for now.